Thank you so much, Kath, for accepting my invitation, joining this special interview campaign of mine, the Happiness Interview. I've been conducting this, special campaign for more than 6 months, and I've been getting a lot of useful tips and advice. I've been learning a lot from other people also, even Vietnamese or foreigners, when I conduct this interview with them. Because I can see you're pretty young, you're pretty energetic, but then you have great mindset on happiness and positivity. I can see your professionalism, especially in terms of working online and also talking to other people also. So that's the reason why I would love to have deeper conversation with you. So for sure that people who are listening, they would love to learn more about you. Can you just quickly introduce yourself, Kath?
Okay, hello, my name is Katherine. You can call me Kath. I am the academic team leader. I live in Ho Chi Minh City, and my hometown is Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu. A lot of people, they may misunderstand about my face and my characteristic. My face is kind of a cold face, and they will misunderstand that I am a quite unfriendly girl. But when they actually have some conversation with me, they would oh, you're really a friendly girl, a friendly friend.
Because we're working online, so for sure communication is really important, especially first impression. Do you think our appearance would be a matter when it comes to meeting new people and talking to new people?
Yes, of course. For me, appearance is the respect that you spend for your partner. You need a formal appearance. That means that you show your respect to the person that you want to meet. So whenever I want to meet some people, they are really essential, important for me, I am going to prepare a lot of time, put makeup on, put some of my favorite t-shirts or dress. I'm going to meet them in a really perfect way.
People usually say, don't judge the book by its cover. But for me, I do think the cover is important. Because when you first choose the book, you probably will read the cover so that you see what's inside, right? If it's interesting at first, like the color, the title, the introduction, they're, attractive, they're inviting, so that you can make the next decision to buy the book or not. Just like us, if we think that, okay, we're good inside, we have a lot of talents inside, we have good characteristics, but then we don't really pay attention to our appearance. I think that's the wrong mindset in terms of communication. So you do have to pay attention to your outlook. Let's move to the main topic of our discussion today, happiness and positivity. So Kath, I would love to learn more about your definition of happiness. How do you define happiness?
For me, happiness is being totally by myself, doing all the stuff such as blasting music at the max volume, super loud, or eating whatever messy food that I like without anyone saying anything, or sleeping in super late, or wearing comfy, slouchy clothes, that kind of thing. Just being free to do my own thing.
Oh, right. What a simple definition of happiness, when you just have the freedom to do what you want to do. Do you think that people should spend more time understanding themselves in solitude?
Yeah, I think they should, because nowadays people usually spend too much time on social media, on work, on relations, so they may feel hard to understand what they want. They may want the same things, such as meet the wrong persons or have a wrong relationship, So understand ourselves is super essential. Vietnamese people usually say biết người biết ta trăm trận trăm thắng. I don't know how to say it in English, but it shows how important it is to understand yourself, so that you can understand. Even yourself.
No matter what job you do, no matter where you're from, no matter how old you are, it is important to spend time with yourself, to learn to love yourself, right? To understand yourself and to keep improving yourself, right? You don't need to always be surrounded by other people, because I think right now, this is what I've learned from, my master yesterday. I attended the workshop with the meditation and then some of the breathing exercises. And I believe that solitude is something really important when it comes to, winning anything in life, right? If you want to win any big project, if you want to win other people, if you want to win the relationship, probably you have to win yourself first. And the best way to win yourself is to spend time learning about yourself, to spend time staying at peace with yourself. Just like the idiom that you have just shared in Vietnamese. When we can understand ourselves, probably we can understand other people, and then we can deal with anything in our life. What do you think about young generation right now? Because I used to be right there. I used to care a lot about what other people may think about me if I do this, right? They may judge me, they may misunderstand me, they may, upset with me when I do that. And then I ended up quitting. What do you think about this? Is it important to just do what you like without caring about what other people may think?
Yeah, this may happens most for young people, such as mostly about high school students when they have to choose the major they may attend in university. For example, I love English linguistics, but my parents want me to choose doctor kind of it. Or other people may think that I am not a good student, but I need to show off all the study results just for investigate that I am a good student for other people. Why I don't care much about that result, that is kind of boring, just because you care too much about other people opinions. So you may lose yourself, and at the end you will stuck in yourself, and you will find that what I am living for.
So, what makes you happy today, Kat?
What makes me happy today is just an enough sleep, a friendly relationship with my family members. This morning we just had breakfast together out and we talked a lot about our life.
Spending time with our family is important. I mean, that's the most important thing that we should do. People usually plan, like make a to-do list, make a weekly plan or monthly plan, big projects, but then they forgot the most important task should be family, should be quality time with our family. I do prepare the to-do list. I do write the to-do list every day or weekly also. But then the first thing that I plan is to spare time with my family. Usually because I live away from home. But I'm luckier than you because I live in the same city. So I usually spend time at the weekend going back home, talk to my family, eating, having fun with each other. Okay, I think that's a great source of happiness also. So, Kat, you're young. Maybe right now you're on the way to build your financial status. But then I would love to learn about your perspective on finance and money especially. Do you think that money is a source of happiness?
Yeah, I think money can somewhat help build happiness, like having food and a place to live, so that you are not stressed about that. But real happiness, I don't think money can help. It's more about good friends, feeling good inside, and enjoying the little things. So I think money cannot just buy happiness.
But then why do a lot of people spend their time making money right now, and then they think that, oh, if I have a lot of money, I can be happy. I can send my kids to school, good school. I can also buy fancy vacations for my family members. Do you think it's somehow a tool to reach happiness?
You know, the reason is almost people, they don't know when is enough. They just try to make money, They promise to themselves that, okay, I'm gonna do this job. I will earn this amount of money and I am gonna do this, do that. But finally, they don't do it, but continuously earn money.
Oh.
Yeah, so because, I think people don't know when it's enough, so that they just try to earn and don't care about happiness anymore, don't care about themselves anymore. They forgot that.
So that's where gratitude is important. No matter how much money that you have in your bank account, if you keep chasing money and if you keep wanting more, you will never feel enough, right? So gratitude turns everything into enough. When we actually pause and look around and start being grateful for what we still have, we realize that life is beautiful and we are so much luckier than a lot of people in this world. So it's important to balance while making money and doing the things that you love. I talked to my master yesterday at the workshop, and he told me that there are two types of sound actually. The alpha sound and the beta sound, right? So when you are living in the countryside, you will get a lot of alpha sound, just like the sounds of the birds singing, the waves or the winds, or even the plants, the trees, things like that. And that actually can attract energy. But beta sound usually happens in like the traffic or the chit chat or even the noise from the constructions, things like that, and that actually taking away your energy. And that's the final saying that he had was, people think that I am poor, but then I do think that people living in big cities are poor. Right? Actually, we're rich. So the definition of being poor and being rich are totally different, right? So if you think that, oh, I'm rich, you're rich, right? You're rich inside, you're rich in peace, you're rich in family, you're rich in, gratitude, you're rich in everything. Being rich is not just in money.
Yeah.
So let's talk about one aspect that influenced a lot in our happiness and positivity, which is stress. Share with me the last time that you had stress.
When I have the amount of homework at school for the final test. I need to stay up late at night, about almost a week, to just stay up late and practice and to learn the lesson, because university, there are too much homework and materials that I need to learn.
Do you have any special method to deal with stress?
Well, actually, I don't get stressed often, or I do, but I don't realize, because I tend to see things around me in a pretty simple way. So I guess a simple mindset leads less stress. But aside from that, whenever I do get stressed, such as like I just shared with you, that homework at school or a lot of work at work and also customer complaints kind of it, I do have a few techniques to solve this, such as sleeping, get enough sleep, or listening to music, or eating, or riding around the city by motorbike or bike, and especially writing. Writing down your feelings. Write down your feelings, and then you will feel like the problems you're facing, it resolves things somewhat. I really prioritize writing. Writing, it helps me to reorganize my head or clear my head so that I can resolve the problems more effectively. I think so.
Right. I think we share something in common because I write my journal every single day, actually. I mean, even twice a day when I have even good things that come to me, or even like bad things, terrible things, negative experience, I usually grab my notebook and I write down my thoughts. And I think, yeah, I do agree that when you write something down, you halfway solve it. Right, you see the
Yeah, yeah.
problem is not that big. Why do I
Yeah,
worry
yeah.
so much about that one? Right, right, okay. So yeah, you have a simple mindset of life, just like you don't take everything personally, right? Just let life happen, and then people should see life that way, right? Don't take it too seriously. You're living life. You just enjoy it. Good things come, and then bad things will come, right? So you have to enjoy both, right? So yep, I would love to go deeper because like I have the different perspective on having enough sleep and having less sleep, right? So how much do you think that we should sleep a day?
Many articles say 8 hours is enough, but for me, more than 6 hours or even only 6 or 7 hours is enough, because sleeping too much can also make stressed or make me feel tired. But yeah, I think enough, not too much or too little hours. So I recommend the range of 6 to 8 hours.
What are some of the habits people should have to have quality sleep?
Put down your phone before sleeping.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, because I am quite hard to sleep. I need to, if only 2 hours before sleeping I spend time to scrolling, I also find hard to sleep too. But not only put down your phone, but also go out or take a deep breath. That's kind of it. So, or write down before sleeping, should write down what happens today or a plan for the next day. That is a good way for a good sleep. So you don't need to think anything while you prepare to
sleeping.
sleep.
Right, okay. Yeah, those are some of the good habits of sleep. I do go to bed pretty early at around like 8:30, and I wake up pretty early also at 4:20 o'clock also. And then I learned from my master yesterday, you don't need to take that much sleep, but then you need a deep sleep. So our sleeping time is separated into the period when you have like, how do I say, light sleep and deep sleep. Maybe you just only need 3 hours a day, but that deep sleep, it equals 8 hours light sleep. So it's important to find the comfortable position and then stay away from electronic devices so that you can fall asleep easier. I would love to have, and also people would love to have some of the advice on how to, stay happy and positive every day. Kath.
Stop scrolling.
Okay.
I have to say, because people nowadays, not only young generation, but also the old generation, like my parents, they spend too much time on social media. Yeah, and consuming too much information, that is really a bad way. It can influence your mental health because of consuming too much information, especially toxic information like nowadays. So just put down your phone and find something you love to do and go for it. It can be talking with your family members, playing a kind of sport like badminton, or just any plan that you forgot. Now you should find it and make it in action. I think.
Stop scrolling. Short, clear, powerful, meaningful advice I've ever seen. But I do agree. I do 100% agree with the advice. Yep, people spend too much time living in the cyber world.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They forget that it is important to live in our real world right now, right? But then social media was created to connect more people. But right now I can see like people are more isolated using social media. And when it comes to like face-to-face talking or outdoor activities, they are afraid of spending time out. So just like this is the great message, especially for young people, especially for kids also, to not let them interact with social media, electronic devices, but then have them spend more time talking, playing with each other, right? With the real people, right? Okay, thank you so much, Kath. So that's all the questions. I love your mindset. So for sure that you may have some questions for me.
I am a little bit curious because, I am still really young and don't have any extensive life experience. So what specifically made you choose me as a partner to discuss with you the topic of happiness?
I'm working right now with a group of young people, and I love young people, especially Gen Z. When it comes to choosing the participant for our interview, I can see the professionalism in working. I can see how people deal, how people talked with each other, with their team members, how they manage the task, right? So imagine if you can manage the task well, if you can have great communication method towards your coworkers or your staff. So maybe you're managing well in your life. That's the reason why I would love to learn more. And that's the reason why I choose you as a partner.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, great to hear that. And I would like to say thank you really much for inviting me for this interview, a really meaningful interview, because I can look back to myself and realize something that I usually do, and I also share something valuable for you. So thank you for choosing me for this meaningful interview, this campaign.
So thank you so much for joining me today. Appreciate your time, and I wish you best of luck with your new journey.
Thank you, Mr. Tommy.